I just want to do this little video about boot loop on the LG G4, but I just want to, for verification purposes, especially for the people at LG I'm sending it to, just give you an idea of the date. So that's the BBC News right now at 1:24 in the morning, so exactly 12 hours after my LG G4 was returned for the second time, having been sent away from repair. So right now it's the 28th of August. This is the phone I researched a lot, really like, and details there, so you can see it's the phone they've been working on. And so basically the problem I was having was the phone just suddenly went into reset itself and then would get stuck in a boot loop. So I sent it for repair. They changed the main board, they sent it back to me, and that was quite good service. Lasted about 16 hours, and then just as we were about to get on a plane, it happened again. So it's come back today, this afternoon. They're very good with the timing with DPD that they send it with. So here's the phone, here's the battery. I put that in. Let me actually put the SIM card in first. So I've already done this, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be particularly surprised by the results. So put the SIM card in. And so the first time they changed the main board, and I was told this time that they tested it, ran a 48-hour test. I've got a letter here somewhere. Let's put that there. Your device is fully tested and returned to you in full working condition, comprehensively tested and fully complies with LG specifications. I've been told it did a 48-hour white test as well. So switching it on, bear in mind this is, as I say, after the it's been with them for twice. So it first failed on me 22nd of July. It's now the 28th of August, and I'm just doing this. I'm not being pedantic, I'm not being rude, but just to actually show them physically what's happened. And as you say, they repaired it the first time, and fair enough, it did last for 16 minutes. Now, something that was quite interesting was as I went to reinstall everything, there was a software update it offered me. Now, I think I did that software update the last time and then it crashed again. So this time I didn't do the software update, just in case that was a potential cause. I did Google to see if that was affecting anybody, but no such thing. You can see it's there, it's sort of thinking about things, doing something. There you go. So it's lit up again, so it looks like it's going to do something. I know sometimes when it's installing and we're going through things, this sort of thing happens. So there we go. Just in case, well, one of the things they always say is it might be being plugged in, it might be being charged. But what I do have is brand new LG spare battery here, which I've already charged in an official LG charger. So everything's good there, as you can see, big LG fan. And I've got my official LG QI charging case as well. So I've got the ability to charge. Oh, there we go. This is the, I don't know if you can quite see that there. There we go. Android is starting. This is the bit where you get excited because it looks like everything's going to plan. There we go. Android is starting. Please wait. Runs through the apps. Fantastic. Here we go. And nothing. We're back to the beginning again. Bear in mind, this is after this phone has been repaired, suffered the same fault, which is due to a physical problem apparently, and then actually had the phone sent back and tested again for a second time. It's now come back to me, and within 12 hours, previously it was within 16 hours, it's developed the same fault. Okay, but as LG says, it could be the battery, it could be that sort of thing. So I've not done this now, so this could prove me wrong. I've already let this cycle through for over an hour. It just keeps doing that. The other thing that happens is the battery gets very hot. The whole unit, in fact, gets very hot. And I can't do any of the hard breaks that it suggests by doing. They send a very helpful troubleshooting sheet along with it. And I say I've got different charging methods for the batteries. So this one's been charged while it's in the phone with a conventional plug-in charger and a QI charger. And as that's not going anywhere, I'm going to pop the battery out now. Okay, I'm going to take the second battery, which has been charged, as I say, in the official the official LG spare battery charger, like this one here. So, new battery, fingers crossed, because I really want this to work, because I really like this phone. As I say, we switched it. So there you go, that's the startup screen that you're familiar with when you switch the phone on, and we'll just wait and hope and pray that everything goes well. So there you go, that's the start of the loop, and unfortunately we're probably likely to see that again in a couple of minutes. So what tends to happen is you get this screen of this varies in brightness for a little while, and then occasionally you get the Android is starting, which is great. Taking as we want to go, updating some apps, blah blah blah. Now I've spoken to LG at length, and if they're watching this, which I hope they are, they'll know that from the notes on the account and the different agents that I've spoken to. In fact, I've been told that they were training the agents that I spoke to because of various reasons. But I've spoken to them about it. I said, look, is it possibly a software issue? Is it possibly that there is an app that I've got, or maybe when the phone tries to upgrade to a different version of Android, is that causing the problem? They said, no, that's not causing the problem at all. It's a hardware issue that we're aware of with the unit. And so if you bought one of these LG G4s, and it was a batch, which seems to be, everybody said the problem, from around about October 2015. I bought mine in December 2015. Worked great, but as I say, I had the phone almost 8 months when it went. So still within the 12-month warranty period. And as I say, I spoke to LG. They were very good. They said, don't worry, we'll send you a package. You send it back to our team. We'll get it 7 to 10 days. We'll get it back to you, which is fine and well and good. But as you can see, as I said, my phone first failed while I was away at a wedding on the 22nd of July. So with me being away, they weren't able to pick it up for a few days, so I'll take those ones. But it's now the 28th of August. And in that time, if I include today's facilities, I've had my phone for the sum total of 28 hours in a working condition. And this is a phone that still be a fair whack for, but I paid around £300 for when I got it, as I say, 8 months ago. And just from the basics functions of a phone, you want it to be able to, well, at the very least, make calls, send text messages, that sort of thing. But as you can see, I'm unable to do anything with this at the minute. It's just going through, this is what they call the boot loop cycle. And sometimes it does this for a period of time when you're installing software, updating, that sort of thing. Just, that's the battery, by the way, just give you a look at that again. So you can see both batteries, there's no swelling, none of the problems that you do sometimes get with the lithium ion batteries. You do actually have 3 batteries for this, all official LG batteries, but I don't want to do a 3rd battery here because that would just make this even longer and boring than it is for those of you that aren't interested. However, the main topic of this is that I'm doing this primarily for the text customer service and the complaints department at LG. And I did say to them, I said, look, you know, I've had exactly the same problem, so there's an issue, and they positively refused to do any kind of repair. They just ran a test and they said, it's fine. Now, here we go again. Look, this is the exciting bit. There you go. 4 of 12, 6 of 12. Obviously, this is mirrored, so you can't quite see it. So this is the point at which it should now boot up Android. There you go. 10 to 12. Android is starting. There we go. That's the good news. That's what we wanted to hear. Very good. Very exciting. Thank God my phone's back and it's working. And thank you for... And there we have it. So I could leave this for a little while, and in fact I will, as boring as it's going to be. I'm just going to set this up. Let me make sure it doesn't look like I've swapped it out for another one, but I'm going to creatively prop it up against something. This is the laptop I'm writing my complaint to LG again on, or should I say my complaint follow-up. So very careful to keep this in shot, just to see if anything happens. And apologies for those of you that tuning in to watch something exciting going to happen. I'm afraid it's probably not. So let me just readjust my little holder here. You can see that there. There we go. Alright, so just keep the camera on that for a little while and nothing will happen. And my long-suffering partner's coming in now seeing how it's going on. But yeah, making the video. So yeah, but she's been out of the room for a good 10 minutes or so now, and still been doing this. So it'll just cycle through this and go through it again, but I'll just leave this through. This is the point at which you feel free to fast forward, because I'm not going to touch it for a little while. but you can see just what's happening there. And while you're looking at that, I'm going to start looking at some new phones, I think.